Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. And today guys, as always, updates for you, news for you, things are happening in the market. We are ready to jump into it together. And guys, we restart where we finished last night in the morning with the biggest story of the weekend, DIOMANDE and Real Madrid. Because we have to jump into it, we have to discuss the details and we have to discuss the latest. Because what happened over the last 12 hours? My understanding, guys, is, as I told you, Jose Mourinho indicated to Real Madrid that he wants DIOMANDE. And this is why Real Madrid started an official negotiation with Red Bull Leipzig by sending an opening bid, 90 million euros plus 10 in add-ons, rejected by Leipzig. They want more than 100 million euros to get the deal done for DIOMANDE. And also, important to mention, over the weekend, this decision made by Real Madrid to go all-in for DIOMANDE, as I told you in the last video, has also clarified the situation around the other clubs. Today we had reports from Germany about Manchester City. Man City are ready to bid, Man City are ready to jump into it. Man City already tried, but it was a few days ago. Arsenal also tried, but it was a few days ago. It was 1 week ago when Manchester City, Arsenal tried to get in touch with people close to the player and tried to understand if there was a chance to enter the deal. But the answer from DIOMANDE was not to open doors to English clubs. And at this stage, nothing has changed. Then guys, it's a story where many things changed already, because DIOMANDE at the beginning was open to joining Liverpool, then he agreed personal terms with Paris Saint-Germain, and now we have Real Madrid in the game. And on Real Madrid, guys, now what happened is that I can reveal an extra detail to you. Real Madrid have been on travel, on a mission over the week, and it was a few days ago, to start a conversation with Red Bull Leipzig. So they presented an official bid and they had a face-to-face meeting with Red Bull Leipzig, but also met with people close to the player. Real Madrid have been on a mission for DIOMANDE, and the update of the night I can give you on this really important story is that, according to my information, Real Madrid have received green light from DIOMANDE on personal terms. So after opening doors, as I told you in the morning, Real Madrid have now an agreement on personal terms with DIOMANDE. So after Paris Saint-Germain in June, now also Real Madrid reach an agreement, club, player, with DIOMANDE. The contract is agreed, is a 5-year deal. DIOMANDE has opened doors to Real Madrid move. Now, Paris Saint-Germain have the personal terms agreed since June. Real Madrid have entered very strong and have also the personal terms agreed with DIOMANDE. So Real Madrid have now confidence. What happened in the last 12-20 hours is that Paris Saint-Germain still tried to re-enter the conversation with Red Bull Leipzig and still tried to compete with Real Madrid in this story. Paris Saint-Germain had almost 1 month to close the deal. They were not able to reach an agreement with Red Bull Leipzig, and as I told you, there was also confusion on player side in terms of old agency. So Paris Saint-Germain had some issues on the topic, but over the last 12 hours, Paris Saint-Germain trying to re-enter the conversation and find a way. But at the moment, Real Madrid are pushing, because Real Madrid have been able to reach an agreement with the player, to present an official bid, rejected but starting the official conversation, and Real Madrid will return with a fresh bid to Red Bull Leipzig. Real Madrid will bid again for DIOMANDE. Now they have the green light from the player, and now depends on the clubs. And Real Madrid want to go all in and get DIOMANDE for Jose Mourinho. So big story, this DIOMANDE one, because Real Madrid are really going all in for the Ivorian winger, and Paris Saint-Germain still trying behind the scenes over the day, but Real Madrid made the big progress in this story over the last 12 hours in confidence to get the deal done by next week. Then guys, we have more to say on a few more stories. I wanted to mention something also on Michael Olise, because today on Michael Olise, what's important to mention is that from Bayern, the director, Christopher Freund, went public on several topics, was talking about several stories. He said that Sasha Boy is out of our project, João Palhinha is out of our project, so he was clarifying a few things about players not part of the project. Then, when he was asked about Michael Olise and Real Madrid, asking if there was a chance for Real Madrid to go for Olise, he said that's not a topic at all, because Olise is staying at Bayern, and Olise is going to be a very important player for us next season. So from Bayern, they closed the doors for Michael Olise to Real Madrid. Once again, I would say, because Uli Hoeneß did that, because the president Herbert Hainer already did that also a few weeks ago, and now also the director Christopher Freund. Bayern want to keep Olise, and Bayern plan to offer him a new contract. Real Madrid, with the relationship they have with Bayern, they were never going to break the relationship. This is why Real Madrid made the statement. Real Madrid made the statement a few weeks ago on Olise because their message is clear. We want Olise. This they didn't say in the statement, but the reality is that Florentino Perez loves and wants Olise. But until Bayern call them and say, okay, the player is leaving. If you want, let's meet and let's have a bid. Until this happens, Real Madrid will never break the relationship with Bayern. Never, ever. So this is why the gentleman agreement between Bayern and Real Madrid is absolutely valid, and this is why the gentleman agreement means that this story on Olise is clear. At the moment, for Bayern, he's not for sale, and Bayern will offer him a new contract. This is also why Real Madrid went all in for Yann Diomande. Few more things, guys, important to mention on the market these hours, these days. Some links between Manchester United and Danilo, the Brazilian midfielder. But my understanding is that Manchester United at this stage have different targets. Danilo has been offered to Manchester United. The player has been proposed as a possibility, but at the moment this deal is not advancing. Is not happening because Manchester United have different priorities in midfield. Then Givairo Reed from Feyenoord, right back. Nottingham Forest are set to bid again, more than 20 million euros. The agreement with the player will not be a problem, and so Forest going all in for Givairo Reed, right back. Then, guys, let me mention for Tottenham. On Tottenham, the name of Savigno is the name I want to keep on the table because the coach, Roberto De Zerbi, said after midfield rebuild, after defense rebuild, now we need to do something up front. We need important players, he said. We already have top players, well, so we need important players to add quality, not normal players. And when he says this, he means Savigno is one of the players they absolutely want. They remain in conversation for Savigno. Tottenham remain very keen for Savigno. So Tottenham are on it for Savio, and the deal is absolutely on. And then we will see, because they want to add one more. For sure, for Tottenham, there is going to be more movements, but at the moment, this is the situation around Savigno, considered a top target. They wait for Manchester City to tell them, okay, the player can leave. Probably they wait for a replacement. Manchester City were trying for Diomande, as I told you, but Diomande is already off for Man City since a few days ago. And now the situation for Savigno remains on, waiting for a green light from Manchester City. Guys, on this and much more, remember to like this video, to turn on the notification bell, to subscribe to the channel because we are here every single day, so many times, to keep you updated. Remember, guys, that we will deliver all the very latest here as every single day. So stay tuned here on the channel. Let me know your opinion. Diomande, Olise, and all the rest, Danilo, Givairo Reed, and all the other stories. See you soon.